Hello, dear students. I welcome you all on behalf of Sri Jayendra Rank Zone classes. Dear student, we are studying a topic that is families of angiosperm. Different families we are discussing. In the previous lecture, we have covered two families, that is Brassicaceae and the Fabaceae. In today's lecture, we are going to cover another two families, that is the Solanaceae and the Liliaceae. Now, first we are going to discuss the Solanaceae. See, if we talk about Solanaceae, this Solanaceae is known as potato family. It is also known as potato family. Okay. And if for this potato family, if you see this particular characteristic of this floral formula and floral diagram, you will come to know that this floral formula, if we talk, have a actinomorphic symmetry. Okay. Then bisexual flower. Actinomorphic means we can say particularly uh, radial symmetry. But one more thing, some flower can be bracteate or ebracteate. Okay, so both are possibility. In calyx, K represent a calyx, you will see five, but brackets so fused five sepals are there. In corolla, five petals are there, which are fused also. In androecium, five stamen are there, but they are free. But this androecium is fused with this corolla, and this condition represent epipetalous condition, which is adhesion. In gynoecium, arrow is on the lower side, so it is a superior hypogynous flower, or we can say superior ovary. Okay. Then the bicarpellary positioning is that two carpels are there which are fused, and from this floral formula we can frame a floral diagram. In diagram you can see calyx have five sepals and fused. See, this is the one sepal, this is second sepal, this third sepal, this fourth sepal, this is five sepal. These five sepals are fused with each other. Okay, these five sepals are fused with each other, so it is known as K5 in bracket. C for corolla. In corolla also you will see the particularly five petals, and these five petals are also fused. Then in androecium, five stamen are there. See, this five stamen are there, but this five stamen are fused with the petals, so it is known as epipetalous condition. So you can see these are fusing with the petals. And in gynoecium, bicarpellary ovary is there. See, you can see the two ovules, two locules are there. So two locules are present. Why? Because there is a bicarpellary ovary is there. And here this is the placenta, and this placenta is swollen, and on this ovules are arranged. This is the ovules, and these ovules are arranged this on this swollen placenta. Okay, so this is the thing. Now, if we talk about further this, then it is found that this members of Solanaceae family, it is distributed in tropics, subtropics, and temperate zones. Okay, so it is distributed in all these three particular zones, and you can see here many ovules are present in ovary, as you can see in the floral diagram. Many ovules are present in ovary, so many seeds are formed in fruit, like we can say tomato and brinjal. Okay, so this is the what particularly we can say about the some of the important point. Now, after discussing this floral formula and floral diagram, we have to note down the floral character. So let's note down some of the floral characters. And when we note down floral characters, we will see that in this, if we talk about inflorescence, then inflorescence is solitary axillary or zymose inflorescence, as in Solana. And in inflorescence also, you will see the zymose inflorescence, and in zymose also, inflorescence also, monocacial zymose or monocacial chyme or uniparous chyme is observed. And this monocacial chyme is of two type as we know, that is helicoid, and this helicoid is seen in case of some species of Solanum, and same way another type is scorpioid, and the scorpioid is seen in some of the species of Atropa plant. Okay, so this is about the inflorescence. Then, if you talk about the flower characteristics, you will see that flowers are bracteate or ebracteate. May or may not be present. The flowers are usually bisexual. They are complete flower, means all four walls are present. Superior ovaries, hypogynous flower, and they have actinomorphic symmetry. And usually have five sepals, five petals, and five stamens. So it is a pentamerous flower. Okay. Now, after in flower, if you talk about the all different rows, that is calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium, one by one, we will come to know that by studying floral formula, we can say note down that in calyx there is a five sepals, and these five sepals are fused. So it is gamosepalous condition, and this calyx show or sepals show valvate estivation, and this calyx is persistent after fruit formation in tomato and brinjals. So tomato and brinjal are obviously example of solanacea. Then after calyx, if you talk about corolla, that is a group of petals. Here also five petals, and these five petals are fused. So it is gamopetalous condition. Here also they have valvate aestivation. Okay. After corolla, if you talk about androecium, then in androecium there are five stamens, and in five stamens, these stamens are going to be free. So these five stamens are free, so it is known as polyandrous condition. But this androecium, or we can say stamen, is fused with the petal, so it is known as epipetalous condition, which is shown by like this. Okay, so this is the one of the important points with respect to the androecium. Now let's talk about the characteristic of gynoecium. Now in gynoecium, if we see two carpels are there. So here you can see bicarpellary syncarpus ovary is there. In bicarpellary syncarpus ovary, exile placentation is seen. Here, if you see, ovary is superior and it is bicarpellary, so it becomes bilocular. And one of the special feature of gynoecium is which usually they ask sometime in question, that is they have swollen placenta and oblique septa. So ovary is arranged obliquely on thalamus. Actually, ovary is arranged obliquely on the thalamus, and particularly this swollen placenta found to be swollen and on which ovules are arranged. So it is one of the important special feature is seen. Now same way, sometimes multilocular ovary is seen. Bilocular ovary can be there, but with that multilocular ovary found in tomato. In tomatoes and datura. Due to formation of false septum. Okay, so this is the particular type of gynoecium which is found. Now after gynoecium, next we are going to talk about the fruits. If we talk about fruits in case of the Solanaceae family, then you will see the presence of fleshy fruits. And if we talk about the types of fleshy fruit, then the type of fleshy fruit that is berry, it is found in tomato and brinjal. And sometimes you will see capsule type of fruit in case of datura. Then, if you talk about seeds which are present within fruit, they can be many and endospermic. Means endosperm is present after the what particularly completion of we can say or maturation of the embryo, okay, or fruit formation. Then also after the completion maturation of seed, if there is a presence of or a complete development of embryo, if there is a presence of endosperm within the seed, then it is known as an endospermic seed. Okay. So this is the what about the some of the floral characteristics. Now let's talk about the some of the vegetative characteristics. Now in vegetative characters, if we talk, most of the plants, most of plant of this family are herbs. Some of them are shrubs and rarely small trees. Okay. And in that also underground stem modification, that is tuber, is found in potato. Then they have a herbaceous stem. So herbaceous stem is seen. The stem is rarely woody, aerial, erect, cylindrical, branched, solid or hollow, hairy or glabrous, or we can say smooth stem is found. And if we talk about a root, this is the characteristic of what? Some of the stem. But if we talk about characteristic of root in case of Solanaceae family, they have taproot system present in this plant because this is also a dicot family. Okay. Now after this, let's talk about some of the characteristic of leaves. If this talk about the leaves are generally simple type leaves are found, but periodically compound leaves are seen, but they are rarely found. Okay, they have stipule is absent, so exstipulate leaves are there. Stipule is absent. Stipule is a small leaf-like structure which is present at the base of leaf. They have alternate phyllotaxy and reticulate venation. Why reticulate? Obvious, it is a dicot family. So this is the thing which is seen in case of the vegetative characters. Now, after vegetative characters, we talk about the economic importance of this or the examples. Importance of plants of economic importance of the plants of the Solanaceae family. In this, some are used as food, and in food, if we talk first example, then it is potato. Already scientific name we know that is Solanum tuberosum. Then second is tomato, and tomato that is Lycopersicum. Esculentum. So Lycopersicum esculentum is tomato. And third example of food is brinjal. This brinjal, the scientific name is Solanum melongena. And this Solanum melongena or brinjal is also known as eggplant. Now after this, fourth example is makoi, which is also known as Solanum nigrum. Then fifth example is chili, which is known as Capsicum annum. Then sixth one is Shimla mirch, which is also a type of chili we know, that is capsicum. Fruitan, frutescens. So just capsicum genus, if you remember, then it's okay for this. Okay, there is no need to remember this long name. But after the use of food, some plants are also used for the medicinal purposes. So medicinal plant, if we talk, then in this first example is of Atropa belladonna. And if we talk about Atropa belladonna, its root are used in synthesis of drug belladonna. Okay, and from this Atropa roots, atropine alkaloid is obtained from roots, which is used to dilate pupil of eye. Okay, so that is the Atropa belladonna. Now, after this, the second medicinal plant which we talk, then it is a Nicotiana tabacum. This Nicotiana tabacum is nothing but tobacco. Okay. From this, nicotine is obtained. Nicotine and anabasine alkaloid are obtained from the leaves of this tobacco. And this is used as nerve stimulant and also as insecticide. So they are also used as insecticide as well. Okay. Apart from this, the third example of medicinal plant is ashwagandha. Now this ashwagandha is Withania somnifera. Withania somnifera. And its root are used as nerve tonic and leaves used in fever. So that is the important thing which is seen in case of this Withania somnifera. Apart from this, there are some ornamental plants that also we need to discuss. So if we talk about ornamental plants, of this Solanaceae family, Then it include Petunia alba, or we can say Petunia genus. You should remember there are some species like Petunia alba, Petunia oxalaris. You should just remember just genus Petunia, which belong to this particular plant. Then in the night jasmine is also belonging to this scientific. No need to remember. And the D, the fumigatory plant, is also belonging to this Solanaceae family, and that is nothing but tobacco, which is also known as it is tobacco, which is also known as Nicotiana typica. Okay, so this is the all theory with respect to the Solanaceae family, the floral formula, floral diagram, floral character, vegetative character, and the economic importance with respect to certain examples of this particular family. Okay, so this is all about what Solanaceae family, which we can understand. Now, after this, we are going to discuss this Liliaceae family. If we talk about the Liliaceae family, in this Liliaceae family, it is also known as lily family. And in this lily family, if we talk about floral formula, then it is given like this here, which shows that there is a actinomorphic symmetry. Apart from actinomorphic symmetry, they have bisexual flower. They have perianth. Here, calyx and corolla is not there because it is not differentiated and it is found fused. When calyx and corolla found fused, it is known as perianth. And perianth also 3 plus 3 means in two walls are there found. And the member of this perianth are known as tepals. So 3 plus 3, 6 tepals are there, but 3 are outside, 3 are inside. Then androecium, which have a stamen, 6 stamen, 3 outside, 3 inside. And these 3 outside are associated with the outer wall of a perianth, and the inner wall of androecium is fused with the inner wall of perianth. So it is showing a epiphyllous condition or epitepalas. And this is the tricarpellary, 3 carpel, superior ovary, and the 3 carpels are getting fused. So in this, if we talk about the particular this family, you can see that there it is a bracteate flower. They have bract. So you can see this is the presence of bract. Okay. Now you can see here first perianth you will observe. So this is the tepal. These three are the outer tepal, and these three are the inner tepal. So it is tepals of perianth are present in two walls. Three tepals combine to form an outer wall, and three tepals form an inner wall. And this outer and inner wall are fused. You can see this. Then you will see in androecium 6 stamen, 3 plus 3, 3 stamen are fused with the outside one, outside tepals, 3 stamen are fused with the inside tepals. And in this, it is showing a what? Epipalus or epiphyllous condition. So you can see this is the fusion. Then they have a gynoecium. Gynoecium is the 3 carpel. So trilocular gynoecium is there. You can see this is the one locule. This is second, this is third, 3 locular. In 3 locule, there is the presence of ovule. So this is the ovules which are present on the center position, and they have a septum as well. So this is the particular floral formula which we can depict from this particular thing. Now if we see this particular Liliaceae family, it is a monocot family. It is a monocot family. Means that seeds have a single cotyledon. Now in this, if we talk about the particular some of the important diagnostic features, then you will see that these are perennial herbs, and we will study the bulb, corm, and this all are found in this particular thing. And one of the exclusive features that this they have a perianth, they have a presence of perianth. So first we will talk about the floral character, then we will talk about the vegetative character. Let's talk about the floral character. If we talk about the floral character, in floral character we are going to talk about the first one, that is what inflorescence. If we talk about inflorescence, inflorescence is solitary or zymose, and they have often umbellate cluster. Umbel type of inflorescence is seen, which is a type of racemose inflorescence. In this particularly Liliaceae family, you will find a scapigerous umbel or zymose umbel. You will find, and this scapigerous umbel, if we talk, the example are onion and garlic. But the question is, what this type of inflorescence mean? Because we have not studied this in the type of inflorescence. Yes, but sometimes you can get this answer question from this particular part. So in a scapigerous inflorescence, an axis called scap arise from underground stem and on its top cluster of flowers develop. And this cluster look like umbel. But truly speaking, it is not going to be umbel. It is not umbel. It is looking like umbel. Then it is known as scapigerous umbel. Suppose this is the onion. So here this axis develop, and on the top of the axis you will find like this condition, which is showing what umbelling process. Then we call it as a what, a particular onion. So this is the what, a scap. Okay. So this is about the inflorescence. Now after inflorescence, if we talk about the flower and their characteristic, in flower you will see that the bract is present. So it is bracteate flower. They are bisexual flower. They are complete flower. They are actinomorphic. They have superior ovary, so hypogynous, and they have walls. Each wall, that is the two walls of the perianth. In each wall, you will find a member, three member of teple, and in androecium also, in two wall, you will find a three member in each wall. So this is a trimerous flower. Okay. Now in flower, you will not see the calyx and corolla. You will see the presence of perianth. And in perianth, you will see the presence of six tepals. Six tepals, which are arranged in two walls. Arranged in two walls, that is 3 plus 3. Three tepals on the outer wall, three tepals on the inner wall. And these six tepals are often united into tube-like structure, and these show valvate aestivation. They show valvate aestivation. Okay, so that is what about the perianth. After perianth, if we talk about the gynoecium, or sorry, first we talk about androecium. So in androecium also you will find that there is a present of six stamens. And in these six stamens, they are also arranged in two walls, arranged in two walls, that is 3 plus 3 means three stamen on the outer side form of one wall and the three stamen on the inside form another wall, and they are free, so it is a polyandrous, but the stamen are fused with the tepal, so they show the epitepalous or epiphyllous condition. Okay, now after androecium, if we talk about the gynoecium, then in gynoecium, tricarpillary, syncarpus, three carpels are there, syncarpus, trilocular ovary with many ovule. Why it is trilocular? Because tricarpillary is that three carpels are there. So each carpel, when three carpels ovary is going to be fused, it is going to form a three locule in one ovary. Okay, so this is the thing which is seen in case of the gynoecium. Then after this, if we talk about the fruit, then the type of fruits which are found in this one are capsule, and capsule is found in onion. Then there is a rarely berry type of fruit are found in lily. And after fruits, if we talk about seeds, the seeds have a endosperm after the embryo development. So the seeds are endospermic or endospermous. Okay, so these are the characteristic or a floral characteristic which are found in case of the Liliaceae family. So now after discussing the floral characters, let's discuss the vegetative character. When we talk about a vegetative character, first we'll talk about the habit. And if you talk about a habit of this Liliaceae family members, then it is perennial herbs with underground bulbs, corm, or rhizomes. And that is the habit. Perennial means the particularly herb is they are a herbaceous plant. But what is perennial? Perennial means the lifespan is a long, too many years or too many years. And the underground bulb you will see. And bulb with corm and rhizomes are the underground stem modification which you will see. Okay, that we will discuss. Now, if we talk about a root characteristic, then you will see the presence of fibrous or adventitious root system, and special one type of root which are known as fasciculated root are found in asparagus. Okay, now after root, if we talk about characteristic of stem, we will come to know that the aerial stem is present in few plants, but majority of plant have underground stem. And in that, you will see the presence of bulbs. And the example in which underground stem bulb is seen, that is the onion and garlic, which we have already discussed in stem. Then you will see the another underground stem modification, that is corm. That corm is seen in the example, that is colchicum. And rhizome is seen in the member, that is yellow. Okay, so you will see this particular type of members in this. But apart from this, you will also see the another stem modification, that is known as cladode, where a stem performs photosynthesis, and the example are asparagus and ruscus, which we have already discussed in stem. Now, after this, if we talk about the leaf characteristic, then in leaves you will see the mostly basal leaves are observed. And mostly basal leaves are there. Then they have a linear leaf. They have exstipulate leaves. Exstipulate means stipule is absent, and they have a parallel venation. But exceptionally, reticulate venation is found in the member of this Liliaceae family, that is Smilex. And one more important feature for leaf is observed, that the stipule of this Smilex and leaf tips, the tip of leaf tips of gloriosa are modified into tendrils. So this is the thing which is observed in case of the vegetative characters. Okay. Now after this floral and vegetative character, now last we are moving to the one of the important part, that is economic importance. And when we discuss economic importance or uses of their example, then we understand that some are the source of food. And in this, the first example which we discussed, that is onion. We know scientific name, that is Allium cepa. And this onion, if we see in this bulb, are edible, that we have discussed. And the fall odor which is found in the onion is due to the oil-like organic compound, sulfur containing oil-like some organic compound. Okay, and in onion, actually the leaves are edible. In bulb also, fleshy leaves of bulb are edible. The second is garlic, and garlic is Allium sativum. And in this also, fleshy leaves of bulb are edible or eatable. And the third example is asparagus. This asparagus is used as vegetable. Apart from this, some are used as ornamental plants. And in these ornamental plants, you will see that there is some examples like lily, then tulip, and third example is glorious. These all are some of the ornamental plants. Now, after this, let's discuss some of the medicinal plants. And when we discuss some of the medicinal plant of this Liliaceae family, that it include first example, that is aloe vera. If you talk about this aloe vera, then the juice of it leaves is used as skin tonic, and it increases eyesight. Whereas second example is garlic, whose scientific name is Allium sativum. This garlic is very useful in heart disease, then rheumatism, and diabetes. Whereas if you talk about the other uses, then we come to note down the one of the important example, that is colchicum autumnale. If we talk about this colchicum autumnale, then from this colchicine drug is obtained from corm stem of plant. And this colchicine is one type of mitotic poison because it inhibits the spindle formation. So it is mitotic poison and induce polyploidy in plants. Polyploidy means increase in set of chromosome. So if the particular cell is 2n and it becomes 4n, then its ploidy get changed. Then it is possible when there is a absence or inhibition of the spindle assembly, and that can be inhibited by the colchicine drug, which is obtained from this plant. Okay, so this is the all the uses or economic importance or some of the certain examples of this relationship. So I hope in this lecture we have covered two families, that is the Solanaceae and the Liliaceae, and I hope you are now thorough with this particular thing.